Darussalam publication is one of the largest publication of English authentic books on Islam, on authentic English books on Islam. Darussalam publication, it started in 1986, and the name of the owner is Sheikh Abdul Malik Mujahid. He's a close friend of mine, and I'm associated with Darussalam for several years, for several decades rather. It's about 35 years old. It started 1986. It's 35 years old, and the main intention was to give to the public authentic books, books which are authentic. Because many a time when you go to an Islamic bookstore, some of the bookstores, the matter in it, it is Islamic book, but it's un-Islamic matter. It may be stories from here and there. It may not be based on the Quran. It may not be based on authentic hadith. There may be stories and there may be books written by unauthentic people. So his main mission was to bring authentic books, and number two, print in good quality. His main two purpose of starting the Darussalam publication was that it should be authentic. It should not have material which is against the Quran and Sunnah. And number two, it should be of quality. The main headquarters is in Riyadh, and today, mashallah, after 35 years, they have got branches in, I think, more than 20-25 countries. And the main books are in 3 languages, English, Urdu and Arabic. But they have publication in more than 25 languages. Only the Quran they have published in 26 different languages. But the main focus is English, Urdu and Arabic. And they have published more than 1,400 books in the last 35 years. And one of the mission was to translate the Quran in different languages, which they have translated more than 25 languages. Even the English translation, they saw to it that they checked it. They have printed the Noble Quran, and they have also translated the tafsir of the Quran by Ibn Qasir. Ibn Qasir originally is an English language. They had a team of scholars. MashaAllah, Darussalam has a big team of scholars, and they have got many people who are researchers and scholars. So this tafsir of Ibn Qasir was supervised by Sheikh Zakir Naik. Sheikh Zakir Naik, he supervised this team of scholars. And what they did, that when they translated the Tafsir Ibn Qasir, they call it the abridged version. In Ibn Qasir, when he gives the views of different scholars, and some scholars, their views was based on Zaif Hadith. So this Darussalam publication with the team of scholars, they removed those opinions which were based on Zaif Hadith and which were authentic. So in the abridged version of Tafsir Ibn Qasir, you are safe that if not 100%, almost all the views are based on Quran and Sahih Hadith. It's good. The normal full version of Ibn Qasir has got views of scholars which may not be based on authentic Hadith. So they remove those views. So this is a very good work they have done. So their work on the basis of Tafsir of the Quran is very good, mashallah. So they published this in 10 volumes. The translation of Tafsir Ibn Qasir, the abridged version. They also did a great deal of work in Hadith. They took up the task of translating. Sahih Bukhari was available in other translations by other publications, but the English was very poor. So they did a new translation of Sahih Bukhari, and this is much better than the earlier one. Then they translated Sahih Muslim. Then they made summarized version of Sahih Bukhari, summarized version of Sahih Muslim. Then what they did is they translated the full Kutub al-Sittah. Besides Bukhari and Muslim, they translated Sunan Abu Dawud, Jami Tirmidhi, Sunan Nisai, Ibn Majah, all the Kutub al-Sittah. Then even Musnad Ahmad. So mashallah, they have done a great work. This was not done in the English language. It took many years. A lot of money was spent. And furthermore, they even translated the Rahiq al-Maktoum, the question asked to me earlier, that they translated the book of Sheikh Zakir Naik from Arabic to English, called it the Sealed Nectar, and it's available. They also did the Jami Kamil. The Jami Kamil is published in Arabic, and now inshallah very soon the translation would be complete in the next, maybe by Ramzan or a few months after that. Next year in 2022 it will be released. Alhamdulillah, they have done a great work for the Ummah. And Sheikh Malik Mujahid's main purpose was to serve the Ummah, and he's done a lot. And there are books on the Seerah of the Prophet and other topics on the pillars of Islam. And mashallah, great deal of work. And when they translate even the Sunan Abu Dawud, majority of Sahih Hadith, the Zaif, they mention in the bracket. So, if you want to buy any books in English language or Urdu or Arabic, you can safely, when you buy from Darussalam publication, they're authentic, almost all their work. There may be human error here and there, but otherwise it's very safe to buy from this. And at present there are more than 25 languages. And besides books, now they started electronic, they started toys for the children, they have gone into other fields, trying to diversify. And alhamdulillah, Sheikh Abdul Malik Mujahid is a close friend of mine, and he has done a great service for the Muslim Ummah, especially in the field of Islamic knowledge. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him the best of this world as well as the akhirah.